The NGA is presenting a structural program designed to standardize posing for judges and test judges. This program will ensure that everyone will possess the knowledge to evaluate the correct posing requirements for both themselves as an athlete or as a judge. This program consists of two parts. Part 1, digital video. Part 2, NGA bylaws in PDF format. Together, these two parts will explain in detail each of the various poses and routines for all divisions for both men and women. In this section, we will detail the bikini competition. In this class, we are looking for fit, toned, proportional builds with feminine shape and conditioning that is universal in appeal. One half turn to the right. Please walk to the rear of the stage. Face the judges. Please walk to the front of the stage. In this position, the judges are comparing symmetry and proportion of the athlete. Notice how the athlete is twisting her body to display the size of her waistline in comparison with her lower half. One half turn to the right. The next part is where the athletes will walk to the rear of the stage. In this section, the judges are looking for hardness in the glutes and hamstring area. Please walk to the rear of the stage. Face the judges. Please walk to the front of the stage. Notice the athlete's stage presence and smile. It is very important to show that you are always having fun and enjoying what you do while on stage. In this section, we will detail the incorrect posing variations for the rear-facing position in bikini. One half turn. These two variations have been eliminated from the posing in prejudging for bikini classes. Notice how the athlete is bending too far forward and has crossed her legs. This is the correct position. To eliminate all deductions, the athlete will place her hand on her hip and posture upright, displaying her entire figure. Notice how we can easily see the detail in her upper back and proportion to her lower body. In this section, we will show the bikini class evening show T-walk. The first position is at the rear of the center stage. The athlete then approaches the front of the stage in the second position of the T-walk. Now proceeding on to left stage, the athlete will now show two of her favorite poses in this position. After the athlete has displayed her two favorite poses in that position, she will then proceed to stage right, which she will then once again display two of her favorite poses to the audience. Notice how the athlete is smiling, showing that she is having fun, because remember, the evening show is all about having fun and showing off what you got. After returning to center stage, the athlete will then curtsy and exit. In this section, we will detail the figure competition. In this class, the judges are looking for more visual muscle tone and a higher level of conditioning than the bikini class. Quarter turn to the right. 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 Notice how the athlete is upright and facing the front of the stage. She's smiling, having a great time, showing off her muscularity, her symmetry and proportion, her small waistline in comparison to her more muscular quadriceps. Quarter turn to the right. Notice how the athlete's face is facing the same direction as her body. Do not face the front of the stage. Do not face anywhere else other than where your body is facing in this position. Also notice how the athlete's rear arm is not extended too far outwards, but is within 4 inches of her glutes. Quarter turn to the right. The athlete is now showing off all of the muscularity of her upper back, the hardness in her glutes and hamstrings, and all of the muscularity of her overall physique. Notice how her arms are not flailing too far out to the sides and are making a very streamlined shape as they return within 4 inches of her sides. Quarter turn to the right. The same goes for this quarter turn. The eyes are facing forward and the hands are not touching the glutes and are not too far away from them either. Quarter turn to the right. This is the figure competition's quarter turns. In this section, we will now detail the incorrect posing variations that some athletes do. Sometimes the arms will be too far out to the sides, exposing too much space. Always make sure your hands are close to the body. Quarter turn to the right. Do not lean forward in your poses. Always stay upright and keep the arms close to your sides. Do not extend your arms out too much, exposing excess space. Keep them tight to your body, showing a streamlined figure. Quarter turn to the right. The same goes for the rear position. Do not let your arms go out too far to the sides. Always keep them in close together. Once again, showing the streamlined bend in the elbows and the width in the upper back. Quarter turn to the right. The same goes for this quarter turn. Do not lean too far forward. Stay upright and always keep your hands relaxed at your sides and don't let them go too far away from your body, exposing space once again. Keep them close together. Quarter turn to the right. Maintain the upright position, smile, and show the audience that you're having fun and you're happy to see them. In this section, we will display the evening show T-walk for figure competitors. The first position is once again at the rear of the stage. The second position, the athlete then approaches center stage, facing the front of the audience, showing off her stage presence and poise. The next position is stage left, where the athlete will display 2 of her favorite poses. Then the athlete will proceed to stage right and once again display 2 of her favorite poses. Notice how she faces the audience with a smile and shows off her stage presence once again. Then the athlete returns to center stage, where she will then complete the T-walk, curtsy, and exit the stage. In this section, we will detail the women's physique class. Athletes should show more muscularity than is required in the figure class. The judges are not looking for striations or vascularity in the physique. Now we will show the proper quarter turns for the women's physique class. Quarter turn to the right. 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 Now the athlete will display the mandatory poses in the prejudging section of the show. This is the front relaxed position. Front double bicep. The athlete extends one leg and her arms are upwards with her hands open, not closed in fists like a bodybuilder. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Side chest. The athlete then extends her left leg forward and displays her pectoral muscles to the audience. Relax. Side tricep. The athlete twists her body from left to right, showing off her tricep muscles. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Rear double bicep. Once again, the athlete extends one leg to the side and keeps her hands open. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Side chest. Relax. Side tricep. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. This concludes all of the mandatory poses for the women's physique class. The athlete will now curtsy and exit the stage. In this section, we will detail women's bodybuilding. In this class, the judges are looking for balance of symmetry and proportion. The athlete's physique should include dense muscularity, deep separations, striations, and vascularity. First, the athlete will display the quarter turns. Quarter turn to the right. 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 During the quarter turns, the judges are looking for symmetry and proportion. Now, the athlete will demonstrate the proper mandatory poses displayed during the prejudging section of the show. The first pose is the front relaxed pose. Front double bicep. The athlete will then extend her left leg to the side and raising her arms up parallel with the floor, making full fists. Relax. Front lat spread. The athlete will once again extend her leg to the left, bringing her hands to the rear of her lower back to display her lats. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Side chest. The athlete will spike her left calf, bringing her arms together, twisting her torso to display her pectoral muscles. Relax. Side tricep. Once again, the athlete will spike her left calf, bringing her arms behind her torso, flexing her tricep, and displaying it to the entire audience and judging panel. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Rear double bicep. The athlete will extend her left leg to the rear of her body, spiking her calf, raising her arms, and flexing her lats and biceps. Relax. Rear lat spread. The athlete will once again extend a leg to the back of her torso, spiking one of her calves. Then taking her hands to the back and spreading her lats, displaying her width in her lats. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Side chest. The athlete will spike her right calf and bring her hands to the front, twisting her torso, displaying her pectoral muscles to the audience and judging pounds. Relax. Side tricep. Once again, the athlete will spike her right calf, bringing her arms behind her torso, displaying her tricep to the entire audience and judges. Relax. Quarter turn to the right. Abdominals and thigh. The athlete will extend one of her legs forward, spiking her front calf, bringing her hands behind her head, and exhale to flex her abdominal muscles. Relax. Most muscular. The athlete will once again extend a front leg, spiking her front calf. This first variation will be the crab most muscular, bringing her hands down in front of her body to display her traps and arms. Relax. The second variation of most muscular is hands on hip. The athlete will once again extend forward her front leg, spiking her front calf while putting her hands on her hip. This is the second variation of the most muscular pose. Relax. This concludes the mandatory poses for women's bodybuilding. She'll now curtsy and exit the stage. For both women's bodybuilding and women's physique, the athlete will perform their individual posing routine at the night show. Each individual posing routine should include all of the mandatory poses. Now, the athlete will demonstrate the requirements for quarter turns during the prejudging section of the show. This first pose is the front relaxed position. Quarter turn to the right. 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 The athlete will now curtsy and exit the stage. In this section, the athlete will display the women's fitness class. In this class, the judges are looking for visual muscle tone and a higher level of conditioning than the bikini class. 50% of the total scoring will consist of quarter turns displayed during the prejudging, and 50% of the total scoring will consist of the athlete's 2-minute fitness routine they will perform during the night show. The fitness routine should contain elements of creativity, strength, flexibility, and tempo, demonstrating a degree of cardiovascular fitness, stamina, and endurance. Please refer to the NGA bylaws for full routine requirements.